today it's my pleasure to speak with Jennifer Gilpin Yesio, the president of the Future Horizons, which is one of the most world's leading publishers dedicated to autism and neurodiversity. But could you please introduce yourself and your company?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Again, it's an honor to be here. Thank you for inviting me. My name is Jennifer Gilpin-Yazio, and I am the president of Future Horizons. We are a small publishing company focused solely on autism and neurodiversity. So yes, that keeps us busy.
So I have prepared a few questions about autism, neurodiversity, families, and evolving global conversation around inclusion. So, for me, how did you start the Virtual Horizon?
It was actually my father who started it. It started when I was very young. My little brother had autism, and this is back in the 80s. So it's been a while. Yes, the 1980s.
Yes,
It's
yes.
and at the time, autism was really not well known.
Oh,
And in fact, it took years for him to get diagnosed because no one knew what it was. The doctors weren't familiar with it at all at that
yes,
point.
yes.
And so when he was finally diagnosed, my father became aware of and joined the Autism Society of America.
Oh, I see.
And then it wasn't long after that he became the president of the
Mhm.
Autism Society of America
Oh, I
and
see.
worked with them
Wow.
for many, yes, he doesn't sit still very well. So,
Yay.
and I think our mission at that point
Mhm.
was just to keep doing what we were doing and focus on autism on the side. Um, what happened later was after he was not president anymore, he was still involved in the field and he published a book
Uh-huh.
called Laughing and Loving with Autism. Now,
Uh-huh.
we were publishing books for other things like related
Yes.
to the trade schools.
Oh, okay,
So we
okay.
were like, oh, this will be nice. We'll just do this nice book and maybe a few relatives will buy it and it'll be available.
I see.
And so we published this book called Laughing and Loving with Autism
Mm-hmm.
and took it to the Autism Society of America,
Mm-hmm.
uh, the conference there,
Mm-hmm.
and it
Mm-hmm.
sold out within a few
Oh,
hours.
oh my gosh.
So yes,
Everyone
there
needed
was
that book.
everyone needed the book. At the
Yes.
time, it was a very, if people had heard of autism, what they had heard of and thought about was very sad and
Yes.
doom and gloom and oh no, this horrible thing has happened to your family, and
You know
that's
what?
not,
Oh,
yes,
yeah. The
that
same
was the
thing
general
is happening in Korea. Oh,
that's a shame, but I'm telling you there's a way to turn it around.
oh, okay.
So
Yes.
it has happened, that just this little book about seeing the bright side of autism
Oh, yes, yes.
was so needed that it just sold out. And
See.
long story short, within a few years, other authors were coming to us and we stopped selling or publishing the books we were
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and became
Now,
solely autism. And
you,
that's been, gosh, almost 30 years now.
oh my gosh,
Of
30
doing it.
years. Well,
Yes.
thank you for your father's book.
Yes.
And yeah, I think that turned uh, the position of autism in America a lot. Thank you again.
Of course. Of
So
course.
yeah, it has been like 30 years. So over the 30 years, how have autism related and your diversity related term evolved in since, your company was founded? Which changes do you consider the most meaningful and what impact have they had on autistic individuals and their families?
Okay, a lot has changed. A
Mm,
great deal has changed since then, and some for the better, some not so good.
I
Um,
see, I see.
so when we first entered the field, when my brother was first diagnosed, autism referred to only the very, I think right now it's more referred to classical autism. It
Yes.
was people that you would know right away there was something different.
Mm.
But you might not know what it was, but
Something
we
is
did
different.
yes. So we did a lot of expanding. One of the things we did as a company, we did a lot of conferences and just building awareness
Oh,
and
okay,
getting
I see.
people to know, first of all, this is not a bad thing. Like this
Yeah,
is just,
this is
it's a
different.
difference,
Yes, yes,
right? And
yes.
all you have to do is kind of know what the differences are and be aware of them and adapt as we're at, we do a lot of asking these kids to adapt and adults, and we have to do a little adapting too. And
Yes.
once everyone adapts a little bit, everything goes quite well.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I went off track, but yes,
Oh, no, but
that's
still good.
thank you. So let me collect myself back to the change in terminology. So soon after, I'd say in the 90s, late 90s, the term Asperger's syndrome came
Oh, yeah,
in.
yeah.
Yes. And so we became a publisher of autism and Asperger's syndrome. So once you involved Asperger's syndrome, should I mention what that is?
Oh, no, I think everyone knows
Okay,
Asperger's syndrome is because we are,
Okay, good, because
everyone is
it's not
yeah.
used very much anymore. Um, so that really broadened the umbrella of autism. Like the term, it really meant, okay, this means a lot of kids who are, as well as the ones who have more of an impairment, just very, very smart people that have a little bit of issues with social anxiety and that kind of thing. It broadened the umbrella, but there were two different names, autism and Asperger's syndrome, made it more clear. There were and are big differences, I think, between the two. And then with the change in the DSM, when that came out and they got rid of Asperger's syndrome, and that made things more difficult. They just said, we'll call everything autism.
Everything else is right. Yeah.
Right. And that's, in a way, I understand what they were doing. I understand that, there was evidence that Hans Asperger's was not a good person, that people would not want that name associated with them. They wanted that out of the lexicon.
There. Yes.
And so they wanted to call everybody autism, and then it made things, because there were always people on the edge. Are they autism or Asperger's? And they said, well, we'll get rid of that question. Everybody will be called autism. And we'll just use the one term. And their meaning was good, but there are definitely a lot of issues with that.
Oh, I see.
It's harder to explain. Like, let's say you're a teacher and you find out that you have a child with autism coming into your class. The term almost means nothing because you don't know. There's a famous phrase here: if you've met one child with autism, you've met one child with autism.
Because everyone has different aspect of autism. Everyone is different.
Very much so, yes. And when you include the folks with Asperger's, I would say as a teacher, if you heard that somebody with Asperger's is coming into your class, you'd be like, oh, wonderful. We have somebody who's going to learn everything and follow all the rules exactly and,
like
and
genius.
yes. And while as if you have somebody with autism, they might need an aid, they might need a little more help. So it's, again, the term's just too broad. And from my perspective, publishing books has become it's become a bit of an issue because
I see.
books for classical autism are going to be different than what would have been called Asperger's. Anyway, so it's a very, very wide umbrella. And the good thing is, and the challenging thing is, that it's widened more and more, and people are more and more aware of their autistic tendencies.
Mhm,
So a
mhm,
lot of people are self-diagnosing and really and that's a beautiful thing. They're
mhm,
knowing this part of themselves. They're learning
mhm,
about autism. They're seeing that side of themselves.
mhm,
Um, the challenging part of that
mhm.
is that when the umbrella is that big,
Yes.
it almost means people,
Yes.
because
Everyone.
the everyone has
Yeah.
a little bit of autism.
Mhm.
It's fascinating. I don't know if you are aware of the autism color wheel.
I
Have you
know.
heard of
I
that?
yes. I know
Yes.
the picture of the color wheel, yes.
Okay, yes. And you can do a test and get your own color wheel to figure out
Mhm,
where your areas of autism are.
mhm,
And it's
mhm,
fascinating.
mhm,
So for instance, I took the test,
mhm,
and on their spectrum, for what it's
mhm.
worth, I'm 1 point away from having autism. So,
Yay.
right, I'm like, come on, I'm almost there. But
Oh,
it's
it's
but either way, it's like you get to know, on the color wheel they'll have, depression, anxiety, social
mhm,
anxieties,
mhm,
sensory issues.
mhm,
And you'll see which ones on the wheel you have a lot of color and which ones you have a little bit of color.
mhm,
So it's
mhm,
just a good way to visualize
mhm,
where the issues that you are dealing
mhm.
with are. It's fascinating.
It's fascinating,
So,
yes. Hmm.
did I answer your question?
Oh yeah. And
Okay.
what about because you're a publisher, so is there any emerging trends in your diversity movement that are influencing the types of books that or resources you publish these days?
Um, yes, people are becoming more and more aware of their own neurodiversity, as I
Mhm,
am. And here I am, 52 years old, and just now realizing and being involved in the autism community for so long.
mhm.
I would always say, oh, I have a little bit of this here. I can
Oh
understand
yeah,
this and
yeah,
that.
yes.
Um, but to be able to embrace that part of yourself and be aware of that part of yourself, I think everyone can grow a little bit learning about their autistic tendencies. Because if there's anybody that has none of these,
Mhm,
no anxiety, no depression, no social awkwardness, no,
mhm.
I haven't met that person yet.
I haven't met that person yet either.
Yes.
Not on much. So, your brother was diagnosed with autism. So, as a sibling of autistic individual, so um, what was your biggest hardship living with your brother? Because I have a I have a daughter who is not
Yes.
autistic, but yeah,
Yes.
I think she's having a lot of some difficulties
Sure.
communicating with her younger brother. So what was your hardships or difficulties as a sibling?
Um, I there were as many hardships as there were good things, but I will say there was a 6-year age difference. So there's
Okay.
enough of an age difference that I was more maternal towards him
Mhm,
and more
mhm.
wanting to take care of him. If children are closer in age, then you have more of the sibling rivalry.
Oh, sibling
Um,
rivalry, yes.
yes, which is going to exist even with autism in your house.
Forever,
It's still
yes.
there. It doesn't magically go away.
Mhm,
Um, I would say the hardships for me were a little bit of, parents paying more attention to him because they would need to. And as an adult, I understand that. As a kid, I even understood that. But it's still hard, even when you
yes.
understand it. You still want more
Yes,
attention for yourself.
yes, yes. It's so sad that because you understand, you know.
Yes, yes. And it's, yeah. So even though you understand, you want
More
more. That's
attention, yes.
That's the way of the world, isn't it? It was
Mhm.
also very hard for me, I'll say, to see his challenges and to see people if people were to make fun of him
Oh, yes,
or to
yes.
not be kind. That was the hardest part for me,
Mhm.
I would say, is like just to know
I
if he was having
see.
trouble in school with other kids. And
Mhm,
I
mhm.
couldn't be there to protect him, you know?
Oh,
So that was
so
the challenge.
what kinds of did you have any like emotional family conversations over your emotions?
A little bit,
A
yes. I mean,
little bit, okay.
yeah, my parents were very open about everything that was happening. We did
Mm-hmm.
talk about everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like even after, like I remember one instance where we were all about to go on a trip and
Mm-hmm.
then Alex
Mm-hmm.
just flat out threw a fit because
Mm-hmm.
he had a red toy, but he wanted the same exact toy, but it was blue. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember just sitting and saying, wait a minute, why are we giving into this? Like, why is this going on? And I
Mm-hmm.
remember being upset about that because I was
Mm-hmm.
ready to go.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Oh.
and but then we all sat down and talked about it afterwards. Or
Mm-hmm.
probably we were sitting down in the car as we once we finally got on the road
Mm-hmm.
um, to discuss what had happened and why it was necessary. And I think that at that point, my parents said, "You're right. We don't need to change the red for the blue." And they explained that to him, and he was okay. So I can see how I was a force for a little bit of change in a good way.
Yeah, that's a uh I don't want to say it's a good thing, but
Right.
because I am also a mother of autism, boy with autism, but I just understand the sibling rivalry and everything. And you are also the important person of your own, and it's so hard to, like balance everything. Like,
it's
yeah,
it
it's
is
so
a
hard
balance.
yeah, everything is balanced, but it's so hard.
Yes, yes. But I mean, honestly, if you think about it, every sibling dynamic has challenges. I could have
Sure, that's
had
right. Too.
a mean brother that was like would kick me or
Mhm,
poke me,
mhm.
and I didn't, you know.
Yes.
So it's okay, it
Mhm,
all is good. And he would always really look up to me and want to do whatever I did.
mhm,
And
mhm,
so I think
mhm.
he learned to swim just following me.
Really? Wow, that's
Yes,
fantastic.
yes,
Oh,
because he was just like, wait, I want to go do what she's doing. And
well, and he was like doing exactly what you're doing.
right, right.
Oh,
And
hmm.
that's the thing with a lot of kids with autism is that they'll imitate.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, and so that's how they learn. I mean, a lot of kids learn that way,
Mm-hmm,
but
mm-hmm,
definitely from kids with autism. My father told me or
mm-hmm,
he would always tell a very important story about Alex growing up.
mm-hmm,
They put
mm-hmm,
him in a special education room
mm-hmm,
um,
mm-hmm,
with only kids with special education because that's what they did
mm-hmm,
at the time.
mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm,
Alex came home one day limping.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And Dad's like, what's wrong? And they checked his leg and they checked everything. They went to school with him and saw that there was a child with a limp, and Alex was
mm-hmm.
imitating that child.
Oh, I see.
And he was just
So,
not in any mean way. He was just
yes, yes, yes,
doing
because
what he saw.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, I
Right.
see.
And that's when Dad said, if Alex can imitate this child,
Mm-hmm,
he can
mm-hmm.
imitate kids in a regular education classroom. And so we really pushed to get him into that kind of classroom.
Wow. In like 80s, right? In
Yes,
90s? Oh,
this was
wow.
in the
That's
80s. Yeah.
wow. Yeah, and I think many things have changed over 30 years as you have experienced. So, focusing on nowadays. So when
Hmm.
communicating information about autism in public, you through a lot of public speeches, right?
Hmm.
So, what language narratives or stereotypes should we be careful to avoid in order to prevent reinforcing misconceptions like social stigma?
Oh,
Because
goodness.
in Korea, people are really suffering from social stigma, and
Okay.
yeah, that's like misconceptions, and everyone knows autism is like a really a bad thing still
Right.
in Korea.
Right.
So I that's why I wrote the book with the cute little squirrels because like yeah, they're not just a 100% bad thing.
No,
They're
no,
yes.
not at
So
all.
yeah, I
It's
just want to ask you so what is the trends in USA and
the trend
nowadays?
in the US right now is very
Mm-hmm.
much towards embracing autism and embracing your own autism.
Uh-huh,
It's
uh-huh,
like becoming aware of it, and you'll see a lot of people on, TikTok or
mm-hmm,
all the different. I'm
mm-hmm,
sorry, I'm old. I
mm-hmm.
don't know all
No, 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 no. Like Instagram
my,
reels,
my
yeah.
daughter could tell me. But all of those ways, you'll find a lot of people that are,
Mm-hmm.
hi, I'm autistic. And it's
Mm,
very much embracing the what would have been
mm-hmm,
called Asperger's side of autism,
mm-hmm,
the
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
ones who are
mm-hmm,
super smart and
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
um, just now becoming aware of their or being open about their social anxieties, which
Yes,
maybe they've
yes,
always had,
yes.
but not mentioned before.
Yes.
And like being aware of, oh, okay, I see the world differently than everybody else, or not everybody
Mm,
else.
mm-hmm,
You know,
mm.
being
I get
aware
it.
of how you see the world differently is a real gift.
Yes,
And I
it's a
think
real
a lot of
gift. Yes.
yes, yes. And people are embracing that these days.
Mm-hmm.
And I really admire that. Again,
Mm-hmm.
it's a good thing in general.
Mm-hmm.
I just worry about the kids getting lost because right now autism means the geniuses
I
in the
see,
US.
but there are people with profound autism. So
Right,
yes,
right.
so but the difficulties in living in society is so hard for them. So what do you think about, like a profound autism, the level 3 autism?
I'm sorry, what do I think about profound autism?
Yeah, the like the society should support them in a way of like living and in a way of like an educational system after they become an adult, and
Yes.
what kind of jobs like a society could prepare for them. And I just want to ask you what's your thoughts about like adults
Yes.
adults with profound autism.
That is huge.
Mm-hmm,
And it's so important.
mm-hmm,
And I think what a lot of employers jumping to employment, a lot of employers are finding out that
mm-hmm.
people with autism can be the best workers.
Mm,
They really have a great sense of
mm-hmm,
ethics, and
mm-hmm,
they're very meticulous about what they might do. And again, I'm painting with a broad brush here. I'm
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
most people with autism, especially, they can be very, very focused. So if you give
mm-hmm,
them a task, they're going to get it
mm-hmm,
done. There's not
mm-hmm.
a lot of like, oh, I'm going to go chat with some other workers.
No,
They
they just work, work, work.
right, they get the job done and then they go
Yes.
home. And
Mm-hmm.
it's they very compartmentalized. Like I'm doing this here, I've gotten this done, now I will go. And that's a very good way to look at your work life.
Mm-hmm.
So, and yes, if what you have to do is find something that works well for that individual,
Mm-hmm.
and they can really be they will probably turn into the boss's favorite employee. You
No,
put them in the right place.
yes.
'Cause-
If they are
and
put them, in the right place, what
right,
they're
you
good at.
just
Yes.
yes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
and you just have to find employers that are open to that. And we're
Mhm.
working now, there are different organizations working to just kind of let employers know, hey, we thought about
Mhm.
employing somebody with autism and these are the benefits.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
their employers can become very happy with their
Mm.
employee. Yeah.
Okay. So, come back to like a child. So
Oh, yes.
when a child is first diagnosed with autism, it's it's like a thunder coming to my life, and
Yes.
it's getting, it's the the time really takes long to just first go to the hospital to be diagnosed. So
Yes.
yeah, for the parents, so what do you believe is the most important mindset for parents should have?
It's a big jump going from what you thought your child's life was going to be, because every parent, when you have a child, you kind of start mapping out what you think their life will be like.
It was
Right?
me.
Yes, yes. And everyone does that.
Mhm.
And you have to let go of that and be open to the new map that is before you,
Oh, okay, I
and
see.
be ready to follow where it goes. And it's a big life lesson, isn't it?
Mhm,
To
mhm.
learn to let go of.
And see the new things in life. That was
Yes.
thanks to my boy. I could see a lot of things and I could learn the new diversity. Yes. And
Yes, and it's beautiful.
yes.
And
And
it's really through your kids, you
mhm,
learn so much.
yes, yes.
And
And it
these kids
became my
teach
life
us so
too.
much.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. I'm getting a little filled
And
up. Yes. It's
yes, but
it's so
yeah,
important.
I met you and I met, Dr. Temple Grandin, and it's like
Yes.
my life has changed a lot. Thanks to my
Yes.
boy. And
Right.
yeah,
And
sometimes I
it's
feel uh really like knocked out. And some days
take a
I
breath.
feel, yeah, I feel okay, but I
Hmm.
think it is life, as you mentioned.
Yes.
Thank you for
It just
sharing your
changes.
story.
Of
Thank you.
course. Of course. No, thank you.
So, wow, the time has jumped. So
Oh, did it
I
already?
could have the final question for you.
Okay.
So, what message you would like to give to the people in Autism Expo in Korea? Like encouragement or, hope you'd like to share any messages? Please share with us.
Oh, yes. I think similar to what we were just saying is, I'm not sure how many here are with facing a new diagnosis and dealing with that. If you are, I will say, come on in, the water's fine. It's
Oh,
really it's really okay here. And
oh,
you're going to
okay.
be okay. Just remember to take care of yourself as you're taking care of your kids. You're going to learn and grow a lot through them, and you'll get to know
Mm-hmm.
yourself more better. And
Hmm. That
yeah,
meant a
so
lot. Mm.
yeah, so good luck to everybody. And you
Mhm.
know what? I would always end my conferences by saying, you've learned so much here. Now
Mhm.
go out and change the world. Make somebody's life better.
Oh, thank you for, like being the somebody who's changing the world.
Oh,
And
thank
really
you.